Appreciate it. I look forward to working with you as well. Welcome back, Secretary Vilsack. Appreciate you being here. We saw you on the Hill here a week or so ago, and appreciate your diligence and certainly respect your knowledge of the Department of Agriculture, having served 8 years prior and back in the role, and of course have had opportunity to work with you through the years, both in that role and as governors. Department of Ag affects every American every day. Our farmers and ranchers produce the highest quality, lowest cost food supply in the world that benefits every single American every single day. So what you do is incredibly important. What we do here in Ag Appropriations is incredibly important. And of course, writing a good farm bill this year is incredibly important. There are always challenges. We've seen that obviously with trade relations, with COVID, with weather, the supply chain issues, energy costs, all those things are challenges that our farmers and ranchers face every day, and that's why it is so important that we have a good farm policy, because when you look at our ag industry, I think it's absolutely remarkable. It's a remarkable industry where we've been able to maintain a network of small businesses across this country, unlike so many other industries where you've seen incredible concentration. But we've got those small businesses, family farms and ranches, in many cases that have been operating for decades and generations of families, and we can't take that for granted. Like I said, benefits every American because of this system we have, and we can't treat it like when we walk in the room and flip on the light that it's always going to be there for us just the way it is. So I think it's incredibly important we keep that in mind as we craft farm policy, and I know, Secretary, you do. This subcommittee has provided substantial support for our farmers, ranchers, producers, and rural communities. Last year, we provided critical base funding increase of 4% for USDA research programs, 2.7% for rural development programs, 5.6% for the animal and plant health inspection service. And programs like that, again, are so important. I think sometimes people don't even realize they're out there, but we keep them healthy because of those inspection services that make sure that that food gets to people and they can count on it being healthy and free of disease and other problems. Again, things that, the consumer takes for granted, but food doesn't come just from the grocery store. It comes from the farm and ranch, and there's a lot that goes into making all that happen. At the same time, as we have provided more funds for these programs, we've got to be careful because of the cost of the overall farm program, the farm bill in total, the SNAP, all the different components that go into this outstanding network of farming and ranching and food supply that we have. We've got to recognize that we have a real problem overall with the budget, and we've got to be part of helping find solutions that work. That's got to be an important part of what we do. What I would submit to you, and I'll be intrigued to hear your comments on it, Secretary, when we get into the Q&A, is that by doing a good job on crop insurance and the countercyclical safety net, we make sure those farmers can produce more food of the highest quality with incredible variety that keeps the food costs for the consumer as one of the lowest percentage of their budgets of any country in the world. That's not only important to every American every day, but when we look at the nutrition programs, it reduces the cost of those nutrition programs because more supply not only means more availability of food, but lower costs. So getting crop insurance and that safety net right benefits every aspect of what we do and is critically important, not only for this appropriations process, but as we go into writing the Farm Bill. Again, Chairman, thank you. Look forward to working with you. And Secretary, thanks for joining us today.